it's crazy because of what the price action we've been dealing with the last couple months, and because I had to teach not only myself but y'all. This is why the group be beneficial to me as a mentor, because I'm always gonna keep getting better. When I see y'all struggle with certain stuff, I'm trying to figure out ways to fix it. I'm trying to think of ways how I fixed it when I was struggling with that same stuff. I done had mentors in the past. They don't like be looking to grow at all. They just kind of go through the motion. But me helping people focus on playing defense, like not trading between PD arrays, not trading when prices like how I disrespected this Sibi, this little whatever right here, volume imbalance. It disrespected it just to go back down. That's consolidation. You got little order blocks here, right? Even if you use this one or this T's two together, order block, the line will be across here. You see how I disrespected the low just to possibly still be going up, like fake displacement. So this is like, I'll be seeing this so easy now. And then when I see it at the times I'm looking to trade, like see how all this was like 950 and stuff like that. Like I'm looking at the times I'm looking to trade. If I'm seeing stuff like this, I'm waiting until I get something. Like, look at this. I'm waiting until I get something like this showing its hand. Right. Let me do this. Because people probably wondering, what is reversing off of? Reversing off thin air. No, it's reversing off of that right there. Look at that halfway point. And you don't even get this unless you mark the BISI correctly. This is my goal, man, to really get all of y'all to just see price like this clear and this fast. See this Sibi right here, these candles. Where's my, oh yeah, hold on. Yes, sir. This thing right here. Yes, sir. So right in here, look at that halfway point on that Sibi. Right there. Or that BISI, my bad. Right in there. Boom. Cry in your arms again. Everybody know what that is, right? Down closed candles. There's a little BISI or Sibi right in here. See how it gets disrespected with this candle? So now that we have one side of order flow disrespecting, you want to see the bullish order flow holding, which would be this order block, possible fair value gap if it gets created here, and then you're good to go. Let's say this candle runs out this order block, then both sides got disrespected, not touching it. I hope that's like clear to everybody. And this price is fractal, so when it's like this on higher time frames, stuff like that, boom. This should be the target. Just on some simple 1 minute IRL to ERL. Not saying you need to look at only 1 minute, but this should just simply be IRL to ERL. But gold, because we have lack of volume, things like this little volume imbalance right there, will play defense. And it will bounce your trade back and forth. So low key on this 1 minute chart, you stuck between like this 1 minute BISI, this 1 minute order block, and like this little key level right here, this volume imbalance. And you can see that's why it's give you that kind of reaction right there. But it still, in my opinion, should get disrespected. It's not a signal, by the way. All right, so I do want to break down this trade real quick. This was news was kind of in the way, so I had to like, you know, finesse a little bit, just like be a little bit more patient. But it actually worked out perfect. All right, so everybody see this is 4 hour BISI right here, 4 hour. Also, if you take like a swing low here and you go to the top, you can notice that we're near the halfway point of that, so that's your equilibrium. And then we just simply just go to the 15 minute. I'm not going, you see, notice how I went from the 4 hour to the 15 minute. I did not go to the 1 hour. I did not go to the 30. I just went here. And I know that it feels uncomfortable to do that because people will say like, oh, I need to know this to feel comfortable. I didn't look at my 1 hour chart, my 30-minute chart. I didn't have to look at the daily because I had the candle over here, but I didn't look at any of that today because they don't matter if we in They just fluff. If we in a 4-hour model, it's just fluff. But I will say this: I'm gonna look at it just to see if the daily and 1 hours had the same thing. So 15-minute right here. Here's the bigger model. Let me just mark it up for y'all. Boom. This is ultimately the bigger model. Again, we do have CPI tomorrow. Powell's speaking today. Right now, as we speak, he also speaks tomorrow. So I expect high resistance. These are low resistance from a higher time frame standpoint. From a 15-minute standpoint, this just curl, right? You see where this is my move in here. I have the model within the larger model. Let me just do this for people lost. Okay, that is the larger model. The halfway point is going to be right in here somewhere. That's why I was not greedy. We got high resistance conditions. Again, all that news. Just get me to the halfway point. I'm good. I don't need to come all the way up here. If it do, great. But if not, I'm satisfied with the move I got today. Perfect 1 to 3 type shit. So yeah, 15-minute IFVG, smart money reversal, obviously, right? Again, if you're switching sides of the curve or you think it's going to switch sides of the curve, then you need to look left and see this is getting disrespected. Bullish order flow is holding. What's the bullish order flow? The IFVG. This fair value gap right here, right? Look at that wick right there. Stopped on the dime. Nasty, right? And then once we start getting that wick rejection above the halfway point of this 15-minute fair value gap, you can see me starting to get active. Boom, boom. You can see me starting to get active. So this is the overall model, right? Champagne model, perfect. 4-hour, 15-minute, in line with the 4-hour or daily candle there. Let's go to the entry time frame. I need a tag, a voice tag, like how they be dropping on the beats. Like, cook that shit up, Quay. Or if y'all met y'all don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Look at that shit right there. You see that? All consolidation. All right, so 1 minute, just simple shit. Like, again, we got the whole higher time frame model. All this is the sell side of the curve. We now moving to the buy side of the curve. Price come back. Whoop-de-woo. Y'all see it holding. Order block here. Fair value gap in there. Disrespect. You see how it's just fractal? Like, this is the same exact thing that was happening on the 15-minute and the 4-hour. Like, in a gap, hitting a key level, smart money reversing. This same 15-minute IFEG is right here on the 1 minute too. Right in here. These right here. Boom. That's a breaker right there. It's a unicorn breaker because we got a fair value gap and a breaker. Let me spread. No ditty. Let me spread it out. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that right there. All right. So IFEG confirming that we are on the buy side of the curve. We are disrespecting bearish PD arrays, right? Order block here too. And we are respecting bullish ones. Fair value gap, bullish breaker. Yeah. And then, you know, we just getting breakaway gaps. Breakaway gaps. So I'm looking at this SIBI right here, right? Bought there. I love this candle so much. This candle right here, this was probably the most important candle for this little run up. Because again, dangerous with the 2 up close candles. The order block is right here. SIBI right there. But once we closed above that SIBI, the next candle, I definitely want to see a power of 3. I didn't want it to go that deep necessarily, but I understand. Immediate rebalance here. Power of 3 candle flip, distribute higher. Next candle open up. That's a breakaway gap. This is a breakaway gap. 1, 2, 3. Third candle closes above it. You look in the lower time frame, you'll see bullish, or one time frame lower than this. On the second chart, you'll see bullish order flow supporting price higher. So once we got up here, I'm taking partial in this gap because again, high resistance, everything is going on with the news over this swing high. Boom. You see the partials right there. Took like 90% of my position off, let one run. This pissed me the fuck off, but it's okay. This is not a breakaway gap. I feel like on the other gold chart, it was a breakaway gap though. I'm not gonna lie, but I have to double check. But yeah, I was expecting this, especially when I was saying this. I was thinking IRL, simple ERL, and then once it gets up here, we did already filled this SIBI, so we should just fly. So price came back. My entry down here, Did not want to take a full loss, so boom, clipped it early. And then I'm looking at this Sibi and I'm watching how price is respecting it, right? Like right here. See how this disrespects this right here? Let me zoom in a little bit more. I swear I be reading this shit like a fucking book. This is my goal for all of y'all to see this shit though. Like all of it. So like this whole Sibi right here, when I seen this right here get inverted, boom. Let me just, this gonna make it a little bit better. Hold on. I need people to see the details. My God. I need people to see the details. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, bro, come on, y'all doing too much now. Bro, I know I just, there. I need you to see the details, people. Look at that re-entry right there. Look at the IFEG right here. Look at the retest of it. Right in there. Boom. We had SMT on this low right here too. It was either this one. It was one of these like 1020 something like this with silver. We had SMT. Ran out the low. So when I seen this like fucked me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But when I seen that we had SMT and then I looked right in here. Boom. Breaker still there. Little volume imbalance. Look at that candle. Look at the candle on this body. Look at this dotted line right here. Drag it across. Boom. Look at the respect. So yeah, and when I seen this do some glitchy shit and just like kind of open up bullish, I was like, all right. But then these wicks right here was annoying. But I'm like, as soon as we get over, like we get a close over that halfway point, we should be Gucci. And then this right here happened. Yes, sir. Definitely love that. Seen the order block right there. Mark it across. Yeah, love that. Looked here for this tiny little fair value gap right there. It gets disrespected. Not it gets respected. Gets respected. And then it gets disrespected. Love that. Bearish order flow disrespected. Bullish order flow holding right there. Boom. Called out the propulsion block. Didn't want to mark it because too much shit was on my chart, but I'll mark it now. Right there. So you got order block here. And then you got order block sitting on top of it. Boom. Boom. And this is when, once we got through this is a reclaim fair value gap. I don't want y'all to abuse like these old fair value gaps and shit like that. But if you see, like, if you notice, like we getting a lot of respect on that level, pay attention to it. But I don't want y'all reaching back like super far left to use like old levels like this. This was just all I had to really work with. But once it got back above the halfway point of that, like here, and then I see this right here, I was like, oh yeah, we should definitely be going to the high. I almost added another position. I literally almost added another position here and here, but I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna do too much today. Like, until all this tariff shit, y'all gonna see me being like, I don't want to say a bad word, but y'all gonna see me being very more cautious. I'll say that. It ain't gonna be like my normal like take a risk self until all this tariffs and shit get figured out. Because the way they turn in the market into a meme coin, I'm not with that. Like these huge ass pullbacks, I'm not with this. So I'm gonna be playing it safe and just securing a bag. But yeah, this was a beautiful trade. Over the highs right here. There are highs up here. That was, you know, kind of where my target was. Not the full high, but a little bit before it. And yeah, this was a good ass trade, man.